everyone. Hey, welcome to My Garage Rules tonight. Well, you ever wondered, what a dream garage would be? Well, what about this particular place we're going to see today? We've come all the way down to Mile End to go and check out Dreamworks Garage. And I've been told, as soon as I open this door, I'm going to be blown away. So let's go do that now. Oh my God! Have a look at all, oh my God. This is going to be a good story. Jono, where are you, mate? Jono? Oh, wow! Oh, there's a bell, Hey, John, I'm announcing my arrival.
Brendan,
how you going, mate?
Well,
my God, this is blowing my mind. Look at all the stuff in here. This is great. We better go and have a look at all this because we're going to be here all day, I think. This is crazy. Let's go and have a look.
Let's go.
Now, we've got to talk about this Dodge. This is amazing, mate. The paintwork on this is incredible. I mean, it's straight as a die, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. The guys down at Pro Paint Panel did the work on this, and I'm quite happy with the way it turned out. It had been sitting for a very long time, this car.
Yeah.
And I went to go see a Corvette, and I ended up buying this instead.
This is incredible. So this is your own personal vehicle?
This is my own personal vehicle.
Congratulations. Oh my God. It's like a birth.
Yeah.
It's like my first child, Have you, do you know where people give their names to go? Have you given a name to this one?
Not yet. I'll let my daughter pick one. So I'm sure she would.
And look, just tell us a little bit about the interior as well, mate.
This has been a ground-up resto,
yeah.
And so we got all the interior kit from the States, and we reassembled the whole vehicle from ground up.
Wow.
Redone the chassis on the vehicle, front end, motor, box.
Oh, let's talk about the motor. 440. Yes. Oh.
Factory big block car.
Yes.
727 trans.
Yeah.
Short grip rear end in it as well. So we've done a few internals on the motor.
Yeah.
Just to wake her up a little bit, but predominantly it looks all original and stock.
Oh, that's fair. And you've kept a left-hand drive.
That was one of the things that is a must.
Yeah.
There's only 17,500 made of these vehicles.
Whoa.
Being an RT Coronet.
Yeah.
And it's got 32, 33 options.
Yep.
Factory options. So it was.
So the tail lights, is that how they are, like that? Because that looked, to me, it looked like a bit different, but that's actually how they are.
Yeah, the Coronet, this is how they came. There's only the 1 year that this shape came out.
Yeah.
And that's why it kind of makes it very, very special.
So all the wheels and all that, all original as well?
Yep, aftermarket, but we've gone all original.
All original.
Yeah.
Wow, what's it like to drive?
It's testing on the road, put it that way. It's a factory power steering car, and it's probably around just under 500 horse.
God.
Car, and it's, you got a baby out on the road.
Priceless?
That way.
Priceless?
No, everything's got a price on it, without a doubt. Yeah.
But you can see there's a lot of money spent on this car. I mean, when you start talking like $150,000, $200,000 for cars and stuff like that, and people go, well, I can't see the money. Well, you're obviously not a car enthusiast, because you got it like mirrors and stuff, rare pieces. As you said, there's only how many of these made?
17,500.
Crazy.
I was very, very lucky. Towards the end of the build, a lot more aftermarket stuff started coming through.
Yeah.
So I was very lucky. But initially, when I first bought the car, being Mopar, there were less and less vendors that were doing repo stuff. But now there's a lot out there.
Well, we've got to look at more stuff in here because we're going to be here all day. This is crazy. But out of everything I've just seen, there's something that's catching my eye over here. We've got to look at this.
Yeah,
this is unbelievable. Okay. All right, let's go do that.
Okay.
Oh, hey, I'll tell you what. I would love to take this home. This is beautiful.
This is one of the cute ones of the collection.
This is so cool, man. And you're going to ride this in the street, aren't you?
We're in the process of registering it now. It's a 1960 Lambretta three-wheeler.
Oh my God, it's got coffee holders. Look at this.
It's got a little espresso machine.
It's got the little cup holders. Oh my God. So what's this called? Tell me, is this a Lambretta?
This is a 1960 Lambretta that we found in Melbourne. I went over to buy a motorbike. And I came home with this. Yeah, I just had to have it. It's very, very nice. Just done the interior. Yeah. Daniel's done the top for it, which is good in the frame.
Who's Daniel?
Daniel's from Trimworks.
Oh, nice. Beautiful.
Great guy and did a fantastic job on it.
I love the colour. The colour is incredible. Yeah, is that a factory colour?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit unique, so we're going to use it for some advertising.
It's almost like the surf green that you put in the 57 Chev, on the dashes, that surf green sort of colour. Yeah.
Seafoam green.
Seafoam green, that's it, seafoam green.
Very much so.
Wow, that is
so
amazing.
we're going to keep it as a little bit of a cruiser and a bit of a fun thing. And we're going to do some charities with it, which we've done on grounds, but we're just going through the process of registering it all at the moment.
So like a motorbike motor? What sort of motorbike was motor?
It's got a Vespa motor or Lambretta motor. Right, which is a 550.
Yep.
And
550?
550 with a little 5-speed box in it. Which is great. It's got a reverse gear in there, so it makes it easy to manoeuvre.
Oh, Lord. Even though I love this, I've got to see your willy. Here.
Jesus.
So we don't get censored. I was talking about this willy, okay? Just for those viewers out there that want to complain. Anyway, hey, just tell us about this. It's what year?
This is a 1941 Willys. Yes. It's an outlaw body.
Oh, yeah.
One of the best Willys bodies you can buy aftermarket.
All fiberglass,
All fiberglass body. This came from the States.
Yep.
Body and chassis. This customer here, we're restoring it, rebuilding it for him, customising. Put a big block in it.
Of course.
With so he's contemplating whether to have a blower or just natural aspirated. So rack and pinion front end on it.
Wow, it's great because you do full restorations here. You do cosmetic restorations. I mean, you reassemble unfinished projects. You do performance upgrades. You do engine rebuilding, mechanical repairs, part sourcing, and complete turnkey projects. So you do a lot of stuff in here. But what I get from you, and I've spoken to some of the workers in your relations here, that it's very friendly in here. Like you're very family orientated. Is that the Italian background thing coming out here?
Yeah, I think that might be coming out. I've always wanted is a place where you can come in and feel relaxed.
Yep.
We all know how much money it costs to restore a vehicle, so I want people to feel comfortable and understand that when their vehicle comes in here, we're going to look after it as they would at home.
Yeah.
So all the vehicles, bar today, get covered individually and no one comes and touches anything until we're working on the actual vehicle.
All right, well, look, we've looked at your willy. Now let's go and have a look at something else.
Let's go.
All right, now we've got to talk about all this in here because, I mean, people wouldn't get the idea of how much cool stuff you've got in here, man. This is incredible. But look, I'll just quickly, being a hot rodder myself, you've got to tell me about this. This is gorgeous.
This is a new one to the collection. This is a 32 Elvis body. It was pretty well done, but it had electronic fuel injection that did not work.
Oh, so that's injection?
No, it did have, so we've changed it back to
because it looks like
brand new carbs on it, done rewiring on this thing, the radiator which just would not keep cool. Changed the headlights on it to the commercial size headlights. And
I like the big ones, they look good on it.
I think so too. I think it's a little bit more classy.
Great, the wheels look great on it too.
It's a little bit different. It's outside the square. A lot of it suits some and not others, but I think for what we're trying to achieve, they look really, really nice.
So, do we know who the chassis was and all? Was that all done here as well?
No, it's a Lewis chassis, but with an Elvis body on it.
Elvis body, New South Wales.
Yeah, but very nice body, without a doubt.
Interior looks fantastic as well. All right, hot rod is great, but harking back to my old days of, I've seen the VC over there. We'll get to that in a minute, but these things here are incredible. So we've got the GTS 4-door.
Yeah, this is a customer's car that he's bought in as a shell.
Love the wheels. Look at that. That just matches the stripes and everything. I love things that they tie in and match with things. That's what I've done with my hot rod. So
this is a bit of new school mixed with the old. It took him a bit to get to change his idea. This came in with center lines. Again, Pro Paint panel painted this car. And quite happy with it. And then we've done a ground up resto from that. Done all the. It's been rewired. Brand new interior.
I love the houndstooth or the David Jones print I keep calling it.
Tarascava.
But look, it just sits perfectly. It looks great. So that's another customer's car?
Yep. This is a 308. Frank Breer's done a rebuild on the motor and box, all in house. That we've done. The wheels. Again, I think complements it pretty well.
Now, looking at this sump up here, that don't look like a 186.
No.
So we've got HG. I'm not too sure on my Holdens.
Oh, this is a HT.
HT.
This is a HT. Very nice customer. He's had it sitting for about 5-6 years. Again, bringing it from shop to shop. It got here about 3 months ago. And we've put it all together.
This is the tyres on the back. It goes on these things. I love it. Look at it, and the paint colour is just amazing. I love it.
Yeah, this is about 1,000 horsepower.
What?
A car.
From the motor?
Correct.
So what's that motor again?
That's 540 that is put in that.
Holy guacamole. If I was Robert, I'd say, holy cow, Batman.
Yeah, so this has got wheel tubs in it as well. We've replumbed this car.
So just to explain for those people that don't know what tubs are. So this is, they look like tubs, but they're so we can put these big bugger wheels under there. Eh?
So basically, all the original wheel arches have been cut out.
Yep.
To allow for the bigger wheels.
And that's hence your tub. You get your big tub in
correct,
there. Yeah.
Correct. All the chassis rails. Well, it's up to the chassis rails on this one. Springs, leaf springs have been moved in.
Yep.
So to make allowances for that. We fabricated a new aluminium fuel tank for this one.
Beautiful. Looks good. It all sits on nice and neat under there and you wouldn't even know. I love how we've still got the 186 badge on there. That's pretty cool. All right, we've got to do it. All right, I've grown up in a whole Italian suburb when I was a young kid. We've got to go and have a look at this VC, so let's do that now. I love Valiants, okay? There are a lot of people that know me. I've grown up with Valiants. I had a VE Valiant, I had a VC Wagon, a VC Sedan, and mine was tubbed and everything like this, but I've always loved the VC Sedans. Tell us about this, the colour. That's the original colour?
Correct.
Yep.
Yep. So, Manta Restoration did the paint on this work, did a fantastic job.
Yep.
Nick's guys down there. And what we're doing to this is the customer wants it to look all original from the outside.
Yeah, yep.
So all the mouldings will be going back on this vehicle.
Oh, so full Regal trim, the full bit?
100%. It's a
awesome.
V8 car.
Yep.
But the only difference is we built a 392 for it.
A what?
392, not a Hemi, 392.
Oh.
A 318 that's been stroked. It's got a stroker kit for
Holy
392.
moly.
So that'd be nice.
You could do that.
Yeah, today's technology. Yes, it's unbelievable.
Wow, I wish I could be straight. So, yeah, tell us a little bit more about the interior.
So we've got the 9-inch diff behind us.
Yes,
that'll
beautiful.
be going in there. So we've just assembled that.
Yep.
We've tubbed it. We've just finished tubbing it now.
Yep.
So it's just ready for assembly.
You're not keeping the old kidney mags on there?
No, as cute as they look, they're going to have to go.
But the interior is going to be all original as well?
Yeah, it's going black interior that's all redone in it. So all the chrome work's been done, all the stainless we've polished here.
So we've tubbed it, so are we going to be able to fit size like those 15s that we had over there? Those
not so big.
Not so big, yeah, but getting there.
No, so 15s, 10s will fit nicely under this.
Yeah. The vinyl roof.
That was a must.
Yeah.
The little V8 badges going back on the side of it.
I'll tell you what, there's a bit of a theme here. There's bits of everything in here, isn't it? You're not limited to, one model of a make or model of car. You're doing a whole lot of things, which is great. And it's so clean in here. I know you cleaned up a little bit, but it is also very clean in here all the time.
This is one thing that we pride ourselves on. It's very, very important that, like you'd have your vehicle at home, we want you to have the same experience here.
Yeah.
The cars today are uncovered, like we stated earlier.
Yeah.
But usually they've got car covers on them until we're ready to work on the vehicles. And we've got sections and stages that the cars are put in for that reason. So if there's grinding or cutting to be done like the wheel tubs, it's done in another area.
Yeah. That's beautiful, man. And I've got to talk about this.
This is a customer's car. It's a very, very nice car.
Wow.
That's coming just for a service and tune.
Yep.
Ready to go out again.
That's incredible. I think I have seen this on the road. It's a 55 Bel Air. Beautiful paint job on it. Big, massive tyres on the back.
Oh.
Big block as well?
Big block blown.
Yeah, blown, yeah.
And a fastidious customer as well.
Wow.
And he looks after her very much. So
it's
very, very nice guy.
I've always liked the shape of those. They always look really nice.
Yeah. We do from extreme to like oil changes and services and things like that. So we try to accommodate for everybody.
So, John, tell us about this beautiful 57 wagon, mate. There's a bit of a story behind it. Nobody liked it. What the?
Well, yeah, it's a funny story about this car. The gentleman that brought this vehicle in brought a whole heap of cars in, and this was one they just sat and couldn't get rid of. Being a 150, it wasn't very popular.
I can't believe that.
Being a wagon back then, and unlike today, that they've become very popular, I got it for a steal. We did a ground-up resto on this as well.
Yeah, tell us about the interior, mate. That looks great.
Aaron O'Hara did the interior in this vehicle.
Aaron, yes. He did a beautiful Nomad that he's got.
Yes, he did a very, very good job on this car. This thing here needed a top-to-bottom restoration, which we did. This has been rewired, seats have been redone in it, floors were very, very solid, which was good. The whole vehicle, being a 150, it was left very, very original and untouched. But the beauty about this car, there's only about 16,000 made of the 150, so it is a very desired car today.
So, automatic?
Automatic. This one here has got a 283 in it.
Nice.
With dual quads. Factory dual quads on it.
No.
Yeah. So,
we have to see that.
Yeah, no, so it's got some get up and go.
That's great.
It's got a little baby cam in it. No, we've left it pretty well original. Still four-wheel drum brakes on it. This car came with, it's got power factory steer, power brakes on it as well, but left the 150 heater box.
It sounds like you love this car. You would never sell it, would you?
Again?
Everything's got a price.
Without a doubt.
It looks great, mate. All right, let's move on to the next thing, mate.
Okay, let's do it.
Awesome. People that know me know I've just got a 57 pickup just recently, and sort of like a little shop truck sort of thing.
That's wonderful.
I've noticed you've got some little toy over there you're playing with and tinkering with. Let's go and have a look at that one.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So I was talking about my little pickup before, and the rare thing about mine is a big back window, and I'm just looking at yours. Now, this is a Chevy pickup.
Correct.
55?
There's a 55 Chevy pickup.
And going good so far? Large back window. They're rare to have the back window like that.
Yeah, we picked this one for a reason, because just the way we like the cabs on these.
Yeah.
And it's going to be our shop truck.
Yeah,
so
it's going to be great.
We've redone the chassis on this, aluminium fuel tank, all the suspensions we've done on this.
Yep.
It's been converted to right-hand drive. Yeah, so rack and pinion front end on it.
Wow.
Put some big wheels on it, 9-inch diff in this as well.
So 4-link suspension on the rear. You've got the coilover shocks on the back. Beautiful aluminium tank, tubbed as well. I love the little accents you got in there. Is that the right word to say? Accents? Accents. But you've done a lot of work on this, and we'll just say too, it's a 55 Chevy pickup. Now,
yes.
I've realised now too, with the big back window, why they call them rednecks. Because I'm driving the sun
the reason
on the
why.
back of your neck. On that, I've got to try and find a Venetian for mine. But
so they do them.
So what's the idea you're going to do for the interior? You're going to full on do a nice, beautiful interior in there, and
we've got something special in mind for this, just to stand out from the crowd. The motor in this is.
Should we go check it out?
Let's check out the motor.
More you to lift the bonnet, I reckon. Let's go and have a look. And you'll see why I'm doing that. Oh my God, look at that. All right, let's go to commercial. We'll keep everybody in a suspense. Wow, whew. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, so it's a full aluminium big block that's going in this thing. So it's a 540, 871 blower on it from the blower shop. Wow. So I'm sure it'd be fun on the street.
I can't lie, it's beautiful as a pickup, but the way it's set up, everything sits under the bonnet.
Frank's done a fantastic job on this to make sure that.
Now, Frank's one of your workers here, isn't he?
Correct. Yep. He's the head mechanic. Yep. He takes care of.
He's the better looking bloke?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. And single too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Without a doubt. So he's on Grindr. No, what is it? Tinder? No, no.
All of the above. All the flavours.
I think they're here watching today.
Yeah, so this thing here is hopefully going to help us establish our name as well.
That's great.
Out in the marketplace.
Yeah.
We've had some good feedback from customers that have come in, and we've got one that we're looking at doing very, very similar to this. The customer wants to do. He's found a shell, and he wants us to take care of it for him.
We've looked at most of the cars in here. Now, I just, if you don't mind, I want to take people through some of your building stages area, like your engine clean area and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Should we go do that next?
That'd be wonderful.
Excellent. Let's do that. Jeff, can we fit this in my car? Oh. Now, the good thing about, we're talking about your clean workshop, but this is a clean work area for all the motors and all that. I just want to take that home. It's beautiful. Look at that.
That's the motor that we've just completed for a customer.
Crazy. What about this one here? That's nice too.
That's in for a rebuild as well, which we're currently doing.
And an old 6-cylinder.
And we're doing, that's out of an XG1.
Wow.
That Frank's doing at the moment.
It's just beautiful. It's all nice and clean here for you to do work, and that's great.
That's one thing that we're very, very fussy on, is that everything, when a customer comes in, they can see that they're in a clean environment, and it is money that they are spending on a day-to-day basis, and they want to make sure that we're looking after their stuff. And this being in the engine room, it has to be dust-free, so Frank's very pedantic in how he keeps this.
All right, well, look, we've nearly finished our tour here, but we've got to go and have a look at your front foyer.
Yes, okay, let's go.
Because Pete, you're going to be amazed, all right? That's gorgeous. All right, let's go. Oh, sorry, I just did that myself. Well, John, we really love having a look around at this place today. It's been great that you've just opened the doors for us. Down at Mile End here, it's just fantastic. Well, only every now and then we've heard an aeroplane go over. No UFOs, but only aeroplanes.
You get used to it.
Yeah. Mate, we didn't have a chance to get upstairs, but you've got the mezzanine level up there as well. Yes. And you had a couple of like go-karty type looking cars that had Willie's bodies on them. What were they?
Oh, they're half scale.
Oh, okay.
So we're restoring them as well.
Yeah, yeah.
One will be for sale, hopefully, in the near future.
So they're running 125s?
They're only 125s in it. They're pretty quick for what they are. They were supposed to be for the kids. Yeah. They're kind of outgrown them now.
Oh, we're all big kids, mate. Don't you worry about that. But I nearly had to drag Jeff away from the little car machine at the front here in this foyer too.
Oh, yeah, please. That's for our customers while they're waiting.
I'm showing my age, but I remember them from downtown. You remember from Glenelg and all that sort of thing. I'll tell you, just check your inventory before we go, just to make sure he hasn't taken it. Because, you know, there's somebody I wouldn't mind taking home.
We've got security everywhere. He overlooks everything.
And look, just talking about this area that we're in at the moment, beautiful little front foyer area, and what a great thing for people to see when they come in here.
Yeah, which we want to make it homey and family-like, so everyone feels the experience of it. Not only what we do to their cars, they can sit down, come in for a coffee and a chat.
I don't know about her though.
She's probably seen better days.
This is why you don't take drugs. Look at that face. But the beautiful Harley in there too.
That's my 1942.
Wow, that is beautiful.
I stored that a few years ago.
Yeah, I love it, man. Yeah. It's just been great. It's been fantastic. Your office is great. You're great. The people are great. There's people in the background here who've been taking photos of you. You got your son that's involved. Your son's name?
My son's Michael.
Oh, Michael.
Jason and Bianca. Yeah.
Bianca, and then you had Reno here before. Your brother?
He's like my brother.
He's like your brother. Oh, that's great, mate. No, we really appreciate you letting him come out. And of course, you've got Frank there that's helped you out here as well. So that's really cool. So yeah, thanks again. And look, we just love coming out to people's garages. And this is the best garage I've seen in a long while. And if you want to dream about garages, come to DreamWorks. It's great. Oh, fantastic. No, really appreciate it.
Thank you very, very much for your time, guys.
Thanks to you guys. Thanks, boys. Yeah,
all awesome. The best.
Oh, man. I'm going to take this. Well, hi everyone. Hey, welcome to My Garage Rules tonight. Well, we've come here to a beautiful part of the world, and I'm not going to tell you where it is because this is absolute magic out here. But we've got young Dave. How are you, Dave?
Hi, Brenton. How are you?
Good, mate. Look, the reason we've come out here, this is a special little treat today because Dave makes guitars, but not your average guitars. He makes them around themes. So you've got like car guitars, and you've got a whole bunch of other guitars that we're going to see today as well. But just tell us a bit, how did this all start? Because we saw something in the hallway. What's that?
Yeah, the first thing I actually made was a wrought iron skeleton bass. Went to the Victor Harbour Rock and Roll Weekend, I think about 2009. In the shop window, as I do as a metal worker, whenever you see something, it's like, I could make that.
Yeah.
Within about 2 or 3 months, I'd made this to scale wrought iron double bass. And that actually got put into one of the show homes. So that led me to wanting to make a faux size bass, and made the faux size aluminium bass. And then while I stopped there, let's try and make a guitar, and I went from that.
Wow, it's crazy, and because that was the first thing we noticed when we walked in this beautiful house of yours. It's just amazing, and the work and it's very intricate if you go to see it. But look, we've got to just explain a little bit about some of these guitars that we're seeing now. So we've got a Cadillac guitar, we've got a Mercury guitar. There's been so many.
Yeah, when I started making them, it was like my choice. There was the Holden, and then there was the 57 Chevy, and the Cadillac, and then an FJ Holden, FB Holden, because I had time to sort of make them for shows. And they've sort of gone by the way, so it's like, well, as I work full time as well, it's finding the time to be able to sort of come up with all these creative ideas. So now I kind of, if I've got time, I'll make something out of the ordinary, like the Ford Mercury.
Now that is amazing, folks, and the lights work as well. Yeah, that is pretty cool, and they look so much like the cars. Now you did a touring car one as well, is that right? The supercars?
Yes.
Super V8.
Yeah, there was a the VF Commodore, the Craig Lowndes. Yeah, the VF Commodore that I made. A friend of mine saw my guitars, and I said I'd love to make one of them, as I do. Within a week, he'd ordered this guitar, and I had the little number plate set into it, and it was the red VF Commodore. So then I actually sent the the pictures to the Craig Lowndes team.
Oh, wow.
Then the manager come back and said, Craig would be happy to have one of them. I said, oh, really?
Crazy, isn't it?
I said, well, I'm asking for your permission to actually do the V8 one. I want to do the Red Bull. I said, there's a lot of sponsorship involved. Are we okay? Yes, it's fine. You can make one. Yeah. And that was it. Yeah. So that.
Yeah, getting in your little front room there was a bike, like a BMX bike, bright yellow. Tell us a little bit about that, because I don't know much about BMX bikes, but it is really special, this thing.
Yeah, the EF Performer. Back in the 80s, we were all into the BMX scene, and there was a guy from California by the name of Eddie Fiola, and he was the king of the skate parks back then.
He's got a cool name.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, if you all remember the film Rad, he was the star of that film.
Oh, okay.
And he's done a lot of stunt doubles. He's doing stunt doubles now for Tom Cruise and all. He did something in the UK for Robbie Williams, and
so he's really short.
Oh yeah. Oh, oops. But anyway,
sorry, Tom.
He was coming to Adelaide for the Radelaide BMX at Regency, and there was for Alzheimer's. They were raising money, so it was a good cause. Again, the creative juices started flowing, and I thought, well, I'm into the BMX. Let's ask him if it's okay. I'll make this guitar as a tribute when he comes over. He can see it, see what he thinks. When he saw it, I said, "You're not having that guitar." By the end of the weekend, he came up and he said to me, like, "I'm going to do a deal with you." He said, "I'm coming back next year. I'll give you a year to make a guitar, and I'll give you my bike." So he's not even saying bike, and I'm shaking his hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's it. That's actually his bike. It's been all around the world. He designed that bike.
And that's why it's in the glass cabinet. It's a special thing, isn't it?
And it's the original guitar's there, so we presented him with the guitar last year. So his was actually better, because now I've got into the engraving side of things. I actually engraved all the badges on there, and it just looked incredible.
So just tell us a little bit about your setup at the back there as well. Now, we've known each other for a while now, and I knew when you first got that the CNC machine and how excited you were, and you had to learn how to use it and everything. You're self-taught, really, aren't you?
Yeah, I bought that off a friend, the actual router, which he's pretty clever. He builds all sorts of things, and he built this CNC router. So obviously, when you build something with your Chinese...
that's router, by the way, just in case. Anyway, sorry, get back to the CNC, mate.
What was the question? Oh, yeah. So my friend Dean, who makes things, he made this CNC router, and the thing is, when you custom build something like that, the parts, there is no instruction manuals.
Yeah.
So it was kind of, he built the machine, I bought the machine off him, and I said, how do I do this? He said, I really don't know. Yeah. So I few YouTube clips and got to use that.
Crazy. And you're even doing wood ones now, I see too.
Yeah. So this machine sat there for a while trying to get the programming right, and I sort of lost a bit of interest with it. So I picked up an engraving machine.
So, that's amazing. That's pretty incredible. So, look, apparently you've got a special guest here today.
Yeah, well, usually whenever I make my guitars, I go and see my good friend, and I give him the guitars, and he never ceases to amaze me what he can do on a guitar. So, yes, Chris Finnan is here today.
Oh, let's get him in.
Oh, yes.
All right, awesome. Well, I had to put my glasses on because that was really cool. Chris, nice to meet you, mate. Jeez, thanks for coming to see Dave today and playing his guitars. They're amazing. How long have you been playing the guitar for? And don't say 40 seconds.
No, just a little over 50 years.
50 years, oh my God. So what is your style? What would you call it?
Well, blues is probably what I'm most known for, but I'm also very interested in indie music, reggae, African music, folk music. I've always enjoyed most kinds of music from when I grew up, but blues is my bread and butter, and the other stuff is just my interests.
It sounded fantastic, especially on the guitars too. They sounded really good. So what do you think of his guitars?
Oh, they're unique, and nobody else builds guitars like Dave. He puts so much work into them. They're not a guitar that's come off a production line in a factory. They're not only does he put a lot of work into them, but if you want them adjusted or altered, which you sometimes need to have done, then he's quite open to just making those changes.
And what was it like playing the Mercury guitar?
Well, I've never played it before until today, and about 5 minutes before you recorded it. So it was. I was getting used to it.
That was your first time?
Yes, yeah. I hadn't seen the guitar until I got here today.
Yeah. And the amazing thing is that Dave doesn't play guitar.
No, but he loves music, and of course he does a lot of stuff as a DJ.
Chris, thank you for taking the time out to see us today, and we've had some lovely pizza and a quick little chat here. Well, folks, there you go. So great guitars, unbelievable. Dave's in the background; he's all chuffed up about you here as well. So, all right, thanks very much, guys. Back to you. Thank you. Well, thanks, mate. That was awesome. Hi everyone. Hey, wasn't tonight's episode really good? Look, join us next time for My Garage Rules. I'm going back to making my cocktail. Just running out of soda, I think. My Garage Rules is brought to you by U-Bullet, Auto Transformers, DreamWorks Garage, Tough Mounts, Outlaw Speed Shop, Black Canvas Photographers, SA Suspension Repairs, Mobile Auto Care, and Jeff's Garage.